If you're looking for a move-in ready home in the 400s here in Ocala, Florida, this one deserves a closer look. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, a warm welcome to you. I'm Wendy Quinones, your host and dedicated real estate advisor, bringing you the best deals here in Florida. And if this is something of interest to you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. In today's video, we are back in my favorite area here in Ocala, Marion Oaks. Again, the growth continues here. There's so much coming. We're going to talk about it a little bit more at the end of this video. But for those of you who are not familiar with this area, we are only 75 minutes from Orlando, Disney Parks, Orlando International Airport, only 30 minutes from downtown Orlando, about 7 to 10 minutes from the State Road 200, where you're going to find your Sprouts, your Target, your restaurants, your shopping centers, and everything that you're going to need in your day-to-day basis. And not only that, this specific home has a Publix plaza being built only about maybe 5 minutes from here. It is so close, it might not even take you that long, but there's again a lot of things coming to this area. Now you're only 7 minutes from that I-75, which is going to take you north to Gainesville in about 40 to 50 minutes, and south towards Tampa, very easy drive, in about an hour and a half. So you can go and enjoy your Busch Gardens, your Clearwater, and everything that Tampa, Gainesville, and all these different surrounding areas offer us. Now in regards to the home that we're going to be seeing in today's video, this home is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home with a 3-car garage. You guys, this driveway is just humongous, both wide and long. It is a concrete block construction home sitting on a 0.23 acre lot. As you can see, a beautiful exterior with a nice front porch. You have your septic tank, and this one is on public water. No HOA, no CDD, and the price is amazing. You guys are not going to want to miss this one. Let's go ahead and take a look. As you're welcome into the home, there are 3 things that we're going to notice. 1, the flooring is LVP, and it's going to be like this throughout the entire home. You're going to notice that we don't have a regular door, we have a cool door, and we also have 9'4" ceilings. So throughout the home, you're going to have tall ceilings. It's also a very wide entrance, and then immediately to the right, you're going to have this hallway, which you can kind of close it out if you kind of wanted to maybe put a barn door, which it's leading you into what's considered, I guess, a guest room, or maybe a room for like an older person, or if you have somebody in the family living with you, this would be that space for them. You're gonna have this window here, but first we're going to have our first bathroom. You're gonna notice that the flooring is ceramic tiles in the bathrooms. We're gonna have this white marble countertop. You're gonna have your drawers on each side, as well as your cabinets. Large mirror. Honestly, guys, you can do so much here. And then you're gonna have linen closet for you to go ahead and store everything that you need for this bathroom or for this room here. You don't have a private toilet, but you do have kind of like a hidden toilet. And in this case, we have a shower tub combination with the tiles going all the way to the top, which is an extra bonus for you guys. This is actually kind of like your standard size bathroom, just to give you guys a perspective of what we're seeing. Now, continuing on to the right of the bathroom, you are directed into the end of the hallway, which leads us into that first bedroom. In this case, one other feature that I want to point out of the home is that you're going to have 8-foot doors in every single door in this home, as well as the matte black handles and the matte black hinges. So that's something that you're not seeing in every single home that we see. Again, no carpet in the bedrooms. It doesn't have a fan, but you do have that pre-wire so that you can go ahead and install a fan if that's of your preference, or you can change it to a different light if that's what you prefer. You do have 2 double wide windows here facing the front of the home. And to give you guys an idea, you have your French doors in the closet, and it is pretty long. Honestly, it is really long. Like, I can go all the way over here and hide, and I can also go to that side and hide. This would be a great room, again, for a guest. You could fit a queen size bed. I'm gonna see if I can get the dimensions for you. As of right now, I do not have the dimensions, but if I can get them, I'm gonna have them for you. You can put your dresser here on the side with the TV. Perfect guest room, perfect office space, perfect for so many things. Even if you wanted to rent this side of the home out, you are able to do that. Now we're stepping back out into the foyer area, and in this case it's actually an open concept floor plan, which we're going to get into in a second. First, I want to show you the other bedroom that's over to this side, which is that primary bedroom. And a quick note, this is where that Christmas tree is coming. We're going to start talking about it for the next couple months, where we're going to put our Christmas trees for Christmas. Now, stepping into this hallway, before you step into the primary bedroom, you actually have coat closet or storage closet here. So you can either put the stuff for this bedroom in there or anything you need for your cleaning supplies, or if you do have coats, then you can put that there. And we're finally stepping into that primary bedroom. And you guys, again, the 8-foot doors, 9'4" ceilings, and just look at how spacious and big this bedroom is. You're gonna have your tray ceilings with the recessed lights, and you're gonna have that center light, but it does have that pre-wire. I can hear my echo in this bedroom. Like, this is how big this space is. You can definitely fit a king size bed with your dressers, your nightstands, and maybe even like a little seat or a little couch over to this side by the window. This one is facing the back of the home, and so that you guys know, this specific lot does not have any rear neighbors out back. You do have some trees, which is not part of your property line, and then behind it you have a little dry pond, so you will never have a neighbor back there. And it does have the double pane, double wide windows. Now, stepping into the bathroom, you do get the barn door in this bathroom. So it does close, in case you're wondering. And we're gonna have that same tile that we had in the first bathroom. In this case, we have a standing shower versus a shower tub. You do get the skylight, and you do get the pocket for that you can go ahead and store your shampoos and stuff. Here we have a linen closet. So you're gonna have a linen closet in pretty much every single bathroom. And then in this case, my favorite part of this bathroom, for one, it is a really long and spacious bathroom, but you are going to have a vanity where you have an actual like vanity for you to get ready in the daytime here. You could sit down, put a little chair, do your hair, makeup, whatever you gotta do. Each individual will have their own section to go ahead and store their stuff. Each side has drawers and cabinets, so that's an added bonus. This is a really long mirror, but each individual will have their own light. So it is a really spacious vanity. And then of course we have that walk-in closet, which does not have carpet, just like the rest of the home. So this is one of the homes for those of you who do not want carpet, have allergies or whatever the case is, this is for you. You do have that standard rack, but this is something that you can always change after closing if this isn't something that you like. And in this case, the closet does have its own little skylight, so that is an extra added feature. Now, when you walk back, I didn't point it out, but I didn't forget, you do have your private toilet here. In this case, you do have a window in the toilet area. So in the daytime, if you want to kind of just open it up, you do have that. And it is private, so nobody will be able to see you inside the bathroom. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna step back out into the social area so you can finally take a look at what that offers us. All right, stepping back out from the hallway in the primary bedroom, we are finally led into our social area. Again, open concept floor plan, yet everything is divided. You have your kitchen, your living space, and you also have that dining area. In this case, this living space is big enough to fit any couch that you want, whether that's a sectional, a C, a U, a V, a W, whatever you want to do, you can fit that in this living space. And you have that large wall to go ahead and fit that TV for your movie nights. It also has the mount here, so if you wanted to mount your TV, you can go ahead and plug that in. It doesn't have the connection, but maybe you can like make your own or see if we can work that out with the builder so that you don't have any cables showing. In this case, one thing I didn't mention, the floor plan is 2,478 square feet. So it is a pretty large home, and that's why they're able to offer us everything that you see in this tour. Now, in this kitchen, there is a lot of cabinet space. So if you're somebody who loves cabinet space or countertop space, you do not miss out on that here. You're gonna have a large island here that's gonna fit about 4, maybe even 5 seats, depending on the ones that you pick. You're also going to have this area here on this side. Maybe this could be like a appliance section where you have your coffee or your air fryer or whatever it is that you like to do. If you're a baker, you have this space here. A lot of cabinets and drawers on the bottom and a lot of cabinets on top. All the appliances are coming included in this home. Your refrigerator is a Samsung refrigerator, as well as all the appliances in the kitchen. This can actually be more so your coffee station because I mean, honestly, it sits perfectly for that. You're gonna have drawers and cabinets as well, so you can go ahead and store that. And then, as I said, you have all this space over here for you to go ahead and store everything. You have 42-inch cabinets as well as your crown molding. Now, coming through this hallway, this home does offer us a pretty large walk-in pantry. So it's an added feature that you get. It has 5 racks as of right now, but if you're somebody who wants more, maybe put more up top, or maybe this is just enough, this is what's gonna come with the home. Directly in front, we have this, what's considered a drop zone. So when you come home, you can put everything here, your keys or whatever, your shoes, I don't know what you wanna put here, batteries for your lawnmowers, tools, anything that you wanna put here, you can go ahead and do that. This is the entrance to that 3-car garage for those of you who want to see. When you come home from a long days of work or maybe a long vacation or going to the springs that Ocala has here, this is where you'll be coming in through. You do have the garage door openers on both, and this home does offer an irrigation system. The irrigation connector thing is outside of the home, which is something that we can walk as we do the walkthrough with the builder in this case. But it's a pretty large space in there. I know. You love it, don't you? I know you do. Now, we're gonna continue on. This leads us to the end of the hallway, which is where we're gonna have our laundry room. Now, with this builder and with this home, the washer and dryer is included. It's also Samsung washer dryer, your standard rack. You actually have a normal size window in your laundry room. Over here, you're gonna have your internet box. And then through this door is where we have the AC handler. So this is where your maintenance and everything is gonna happen. Now, again, this is its own separate hallway behind the kitchen, the pantry, the drop zone. As you can see, it is a very comfortable layout. It flows very, very well. This is probably one of my favorite homes for the private builders that we have here in Ocala. Now, as far as the island goes, just to give you guys a little bit more detail, you do have your cabinets and your drawers here on the island, as well as what you get over here on this side. And again, plenty of cabinet space. Now, over next to the kitchen, we are going to have what's considered our dining space. And as you can see, there is so much light coming in here. I am a person of natural light. We do not have the light of the dining area turned on right now, and you can still see that there's a lot of light here. If you wanted to put maybe some sheer curtains, you can do that, but you can fit whatever size table fits your needs at the moment in this dining area. I wish I had the dimensions. If I do get the dimensions, I'm gonna make sure to put them in here because I feel like this definitely deserves to know the size. Now we're stepping into the last hallway of the home, where we're gonna have the last 2 bedrooms. Now in this case, we're actually gonna have both bedrooms directly in front of one another, and it actually has a Jack and Jill bathroom. So both of these rooms are more or less about the same size. You can fit a full or queen size bed in this room. In this case, I would put maybe the bed on this side because the way that this is set up, it is perfect for having a dresser and a TV. And then in both bedrooms, you're actually gonna have a walk-in closet. So it's not going to be the largest, but you do have that like kind of mini walk-in closet. It's still better than what you see on your standard size homes or like other options that other builders have. This one is facing the back of the home, just so you have a perspective of where we are in the home. And then we are led into the 3rd bathroom. In this case, you get the same tiles all the way to the top, and then you have double sink vanities, so each individual will have their own space, each individual will have their own cabinets. And then we are led into that last bedroom. Again, very similar to that last one. It's kind of like flipped. You can put the dresser here, the bed here, and again, you're going to have your walk-in closet in this bedroom so that you can go ahead and store everything. I honestly feel like a DIY kit would be perfect in these 2 closets, just like from what I picture in my mind. But that's enough of the tour inside. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you get outside of your home. Now, I know that you guys didn't think this home didn't have lanai, because this beautiful floor plan deserves a covered lanai. In this case, we have trifold doors with a screen. So if you're somebody who likes to open, have some fresh air during the day, you're able to do that because the bugs won't get in with the screen. Now, you can definitely fit a couch or a table set, whatever you want over here. You can put a TV on this side so that you can watch your games, your fight nights, maybe have the kids playing out here on your day-to-day and have them just listening to music. Now, one thing I wanted to point out, if you wanted to build a pool, you can go ahead and extend it out because you kind of have that flat space, so it allows you to do like a pergola or a bird cage, bring it out, put your pool. It is pretty big. Again, it's a 0.23 acre lot. it doesn't take away from the home doesn't take away from your lot because it is wider versus it being a long home. So you can fit a pretty decent sized pool here. This kind of reminds me of my backyard here in Ocala. You are able to put up a fence, a privacy fence. If you wanted to leave this without putting anything out back, you are able to, because you're not going to have any neighbors. So you can kind of put the sides if you wanted to, put a pool, put your trampoline, your campfire, whatever you wanted to do, you could do that in this area. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the finances. Welcome to the end of the home tour, where we're gonna go all into the finances of what it's gonna cost you to buy this home. Now, quick recap, this home is 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms with a 3-car garage sitting on a 0.23 acre lot, concrete block construction home on a septic tank with public water, and it is 2,478 square feet. Now, the price of this home is $410,000. It is a pretty spacious home. You have a nice sized lot, and it is in a great location. Now, negotiation can happen depending on the builder. We'd put in an offer and see what we can get to, make sure to get you the best deal possible. Now, if you wanted to buy this home as a veteran, you can buy this home with 0% down, and I would help you get the closing cost covered so you can come to the table with 0 to no money down. Now, if you're choosing to buy this home as a first-time home buyer with that 3.5% down, you're looking at about $14,500 as far as the down payment goes, and then we have the closing costs. Now, I always work on trying to get those closing costs covered, so we'll see whatever we can negotiate from the builder in order to make this possible for you. Now, if you're somebody who wants to buy a conventional with that 20% down so that you do not have that property mortgage insurance payment, and if you wanted to opt out your taxes and your insurance, you're able to do that. Your down payment would be about $82,500, and same thing, we would work on getting those closing costs covered. Now, as far as taxes and insurance in this area goes, the insurance is about less than $900 in this area for the whole year, and your taxes are about $4,000 to $5,000, just depending on what we get as far as homestead or all these different things go. But you're looking at about $4,000 to $5,000 for this size home on this lot. Now, estimated payment will be in the description, so go ahead and pay attention to that. And this area has no HOA or CDD, so there will be no added cost as far as that goes. You would just worry about your internet, your groceries, your water bill, and those little utility payments that we have on our monthly basis. Now, if you wanted more information or want to see how you can make this home yours, make sure to schedule that free buyer strategy call where I go into detail whether you're a veteran, whether you're somebody looking to sell and buy your home here in Florida or out of state, or whether you're somebody who's maybe retired and wants to see what options are available for you. Make sure to schedule that free buyer strategy call. And remember, when you're ready to win in real estate, remember to win with Wendeley.